pull this up. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Facebook. Okay, what is going on with Facebook? All right, here we go. Okay. No. Let me share this out. How you guys doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. All right, share. While I am here, I want to say hello to my parents. Hey, Jessica Lynn. Welcome back. We always here, girl. I want to say hi to my parents. Hi to my sister. Hi to all my family and friends who watch. You guys are the real MVPs, and I appreciate you. Okay. So we're all shared out on Facebook and what is happening? Facebook and okay. I don't know who's messaging me right now, but I hope they know I'm live. Okay. So we're going live on Instagram now. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. So we're all, hold on. We're all shared out everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Hey, everybody. We are getting started in about 3 minutes. Tonight, we have a lovely group of stories tonight. Hey, Psych Sis. Is this Lola or is this Andrea? Yeah, tonight we have got stories about board games or group games. A streaming service waited a little bit too long to stake their claim. If y'all are out here still using Clubhouse, we've got a story for you. What else? Taco lovers, we got a story for you too. And Lee is back in the news, and I'm beginning to think Sailor Largo. Hey, boo. But yes, yeah. So we've got a lovely array of stories for ourselves tonight. It's 8:03. We're getting started in about 2 minutes. We are gonna have a good time. What did you guys do for the weekend? Did you guys do anything fun? What did I do? Did I do anything this weekend? I laid low this weekend. And that's going to be the theme. I'm going home on Wednesday to see my family and to, let my parents spoil me and feed me. So I'm excited for that this week. But what did I do for the weekend? I can't even remember. I can't remember what I ate this morning. All right, but we are getting started in just about a minute. So grab your drinks, grab your pens and paper, grab a snack. However you get comfy for the show, come on down. Yeah. Guys, if you're into infused drinks, go check out Psych Sis, my lovely friend Sailor, who I like to call Sailor Largo. She is one half of this lovely business venture, and y'all know I have a place in my heart for startups, so go check them out, okay? All right, but it's 8:05, so it is time to get started. Let's mute this and start recording. Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, and you are like, who is this lady? Why is she up here? Or why should I listen to her? I'm Natalie Lewis. I am the host of this show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation with the state, getting your EIN numbers and your DUNS numbers, making sure you have contracts for partners and clients so you don't get left holding the bag, brand protection strategies so people don't steal your business ideas, and hiring and training strategies so you don't get sued for discrimination. I help you do all of these things. If you are wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of these things, I'm very happy that you asked. I'm a licensed attorney, hey, Brittany, happy belated birthday. Have been for 15 years and counting. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you're going to need to know. There's no way around it. So that's why I'm here. All right. I'm here to help y'all help yourselves. All right. So if you want to get in contact with me so we can get your business life together, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. That is spelled linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Okay. At that address, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, you can book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. If you're not a first-time client, you can book a Talk to Me Tuesday session where you can get 25 minutes for $25. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can also download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet. Hey, Cheryl. Where you can download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can get many of my digital products, my video trainings, and my ebooks. This month, we're focusing on money management for entrepreneurs. So we are focusing on the Boss Up Business Bundle that comes with my Money Management for Entrepreneurs ebook, as well as some video trainings, keeping you, abreast of what you need to know as a boss in these streets. Thank you for writing the address in the comment box, Brittany. Okay. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast, because you're not going to make every broadcast. Look, we've got people here who, I haven't seen in a minute. Life has gotten in the way, but you know what? I'm sure they had access to the YouTube channel and the podcast so they could catch up, whenever they wanted to. So you can do that too at Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. And last but not least, Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can get these lovely mugs and these lovely t-shirts. You want one, AAA. All right. Yes, Life Girl. The t-shirts come in black, white, and navy blue. The mugs are super cute and limited quantity. So go to Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm and grab yours today. Okay. All right. So we have gone through the spiel of the morning of the business side. Let's get to the fun and why we're here. Okay. NPL Legal Dish. All right. I know some of you have been away for a while, so I'm just going to give you a refresher of what happens here. All right. I pull stories from the news, stories that you lovely people send me, stories that I find on blog sites, from podcasts, anywhere I get inspiration, and stories that have lessons that we can learn as business owners. I bring them here, we dissect them, and we have a good little debate going, right? So this is the time for you to get involved. I want your comments, I want your questions, as long as they're respectful. Put them in the box. I am going to be asking you, to give me some emojis, to give me your opinions on things. So as long as you are not driving, keep your hands ready to type something in. If you are driving, keep your hands on those wheels. I will not be held responsible for any vehicular accidents. Okay. All right. What else? Did I have anything else to say? Yeah, that's it. Usually we start off the show with an NPL nugget, but I kind of our stories, and today we actually have a pretty full doctor story, so I think it's going to take up the whole time. Okay. And depending on how involved you guys are in the conversation, will also guide the episode. All right. Okay. So, first story we are talking about tonight. If you have ever played the game called Apples to Apples, if you have ever played the game called Apples to Apples, give me 2 apples in the comment box. If you have ever played the game Apples to Apples, it is produced by Mattel. I have played Apples to Apples a total of 1 time in my life. I still do not understand what the game is about or what you're supposed to do, but I did play it once. Uh, if somebody wants to quickly explain what it's about, please let me know because I still don't know. Jessica Lynn, okay, you have played Apples to Apples. I just remember there being cards and somebody had to read something out. Is there what? Okay. Oh, there's like a. Okay, hold on, guys. There we go. All right. So, oh my gosh, there's like a rude bug. Okay. All right. Yeah, Apples to Apples. I don't really know how this I don't know what the point of the game is. I played it several years ago. I don't remember what it's about. But it's a game that has some traction. People play it. I've seen it in several places. But even though Apples to Apples has been around, and they're here in the game sphere, what is this? Are you kidding me? Mattel is only just now really getting around to trademarking the name of their game, Apples to Apples. They have filed a trademark application not only for the game, for the card game Apples to Apples, but they have filed it also for television show. So maybe they were planning on, having an Apples to Apples game show, right? But Apple, the technology company, and also the technology that owns Apple TV, they have filed an opposition to the trademark from Mattel based on the fact that they want to reserve the name Apples to Apples for a TV show. Apple TV, or at least the Apple TV branch of Apple, feels like if Mattel is allowed to trademark the name Apples to Apples for a television show, that might be, confused and associated with Apple, the technology brand, or Apple TV, right? So that is the basis of their opposition. So I want to know from you guys right here. What do you think about that? Should Apple oppose Mattel's a trademark attempt of Apples to Apples because they want it for a TV show? Or is Apple doing too much? What do you guys think? What do you think? So Mattel wants to maybe do a game show out of Apples to Apples, and then you have Apple TV coming around saying, wait. You can't name your TV show after Apples. Apples is our thing. What do you guys think about that? And why didn't Mattel trademark it beforehand? I don't understand. Okay. But that's me. Jessica Lynn said Apple is within their rights. Okay, so Jessica thinks that Apple they are justified in maybe opposing this trademark for Apples to Apples as a TV show. Does anybody else agree with Jessica? Okay. There's like a rude fly. that won't go away that I've been trying to get all afternoon. And he's like trying to co-star in this show with me. I don't have no co-stars, Fly. Okay. Oh, Jessica Lynn said that part. Jessica said Mattel should have trademarked their name earlier in the game. Right, right. And you're like a company you've been around for a while, right? You laughing at me. You've been around for a while. Why are you just now getting around to it? But we have another story where we're going to be asking that same question very, very soon. Um, Jessica thinks that Apple is well within their rights, and Mattel waited too long. I don't know. The thing for me is, yes, you have Apple TV as a streaming service, but what if I Apple, you know, what if WeTV gives me a show and I want to call my show Apple Tree? Is Apple going to oppose me? Sykes said, I think it's all bananas. But for real, Apple is going to get their money. Okay, so Sykes thinks that Apple is in the right here and is probably going to get a hefty sum. Well, they're not going to get money because what they're doing right now is they're just opposing the application. So Mattel, they basically went to the USPTO. Mattel said, hey, we want to trademark apples to apples for a TV show. And then Apple found out, and Apple went to the USPTO and said, wait, we don't want you to let them trademark it. Here's why. So now Mattel has to come back and tell the USPTO why Apple is wrong, right? But yes, so Sykes, now that you know that there is no money involved, do you still think that Apple is going to win? Do you think that Apple will be able to keep Mattel from trademarking apples to apples? Hey, hey, ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. I wish these copyright things weren't so aggressive. I would love to have like background music for the show. Hey, 76 Grimke. We are talking about one of the stories that you sent me. We're talking about the Apple versus Mattel story. I'll know 76 Grimke. She's the unofficial writer for the show. She be finding the stories, taking a lot of stress off my shoulders. But yeah, Sykes now that you know that there's no app, that there's no money involved, do you still think that, hey, Margaret, do you still think that Apple is going to win this? Are they going to be able to keep Mattel from trademarking apples to apples as a TV show? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts on that. Meanwhile, I'm going to move on to our next story of the evening. Okay. All right. Okay. If you have heard of the Peacock streaming service, y'all know everybody's coming out with a streaming service now. We got Paramount, Peacock. Apparently, Dr. Dre is coming out with one. Damon Dash is coming out with one. Probably Sesame Street. Who knows? There's streaming services up the wazoo, and NBC is not exempt. Has anybody heard of the Peacock streaming service? If you have, please give me something reminiscent to a peacock. I don't know if there's a peacock emoji, but if there is, give me that, or give me something close to it. Okay? If you have heard of the Peacock streaming service. Oh, there is a peacock emoji. Thank you, 76 Grimk. Hi, the OnlyFans book. Yeah, so thank you, Margaret Massey, for the peacock. This elaborated on their comment regarding Apple. Sykes said Apple has an update for everything, so I'm sure they would try to get a piece of any pie that has their name or likeness. I think Mattel should have gotten the trademark, the registered trademark, when they made the game. They definitely should have gone after the trademark early. That symbol that you use isn't the proper symbol. We'll talk about that one day, but they definitely should have gone after it early. And Apple is very aggressive about their trademarks. But okay, but let's move on to our next story. So the Peacock streaming service, it's the latest in a bunch of streaming services. All these $5.99s, $4.99s keep adding up. Let me tell you something. I have a 2 streaming service limit. Okay. I got the Disney package, and then I just Netflix login, and those are the ones kicking for too many streaming services. But everybody's trying to get a piece of that streaming bag. So NBC, they're like, here's Peacock, right? Peacock has some cool stuff. They got Manifest there that everybody seems to be into. I never really got into Manifest. They've got some original programming on there. I mean, whatever. Do your best. I am never going to oppose people out there chasing the bag, but there's just too many streaming services out here and not enough content, in my opinion. Right? So, hold on. Psychsis said Apple is monitoring this text. I wrote copyright and C pops up. Oh, no, it's not a copyright, honey. It's a trademark. But yeah, the keyboard, it does tell you that. Okay, so NBC or whoever, their lawyers, Peacock has been around for a while. I want to say the Peacock app has been around. It's been around for at least 6 months, right? Am I tripping? I don't know if it's been a year yet, but they've been around for at least 6 months. And even though while they've been, in the public for at least 6 months, I'm sure NBC has been working on this app for at least a year, right? And you would think that NBC, this company that has this huge multimedia conglomerate and all of these assets, would mind their P's and Q's when it comes to intellectual property, right? Not so much. Apparently, NBC only recently tried to apply for a trademark for Peacock for their streaming service. So they went to the USPTO and they were like, hey, girl, we got this new streaming service out, Peacock, right? So we want to make it official. Here's our trademark application. And the USPTO said no. Now, it's not a final no because and NBC is definitely going to be appealing this, but the realm that NBC was seeking to trademark Peacock, right? It wasn't just television shows because that's what the Peacock streaming service is. They were also seeking to trademark Peacock for advertising and marketing services. Remember, you can buy ad space on these streaming services, right? So Peacock was getting ready to, sell some ad space and say, you want to be on a Peacock, get your commercial on here, let's go. So they went to USPTO and they were like, hey, we want to be able to sell ad space and, market in the Peacock name. So here's our trademark application. And USPTO said no, because there are already 2 other businesses that operate in the advertising and marketing sphere that have Peacock in their name. You have one that's called Wicked Peacock and another one that's called Peacock 9. All right. Now, as big as NBC is, as long as they have been around, you would think that someone would have done the due diligence of making sure that there are no other Peacocks in this realm, right? Yes, 76 Grimke, that is crazy that they're just trying now to trademark. I don't know. Maybe they thought it. The thing is, I feel like a lot of these companies, they're trying to keep up with the technology. So they're just throwing things out there before they're even ready. Particularly in this streaming sphere where nobody's, people are really cutting the cord more and more. You can't really count on the cable package dollars. So these networks, they're throwing whatever they can to the wall and putting it out as soon as they can. So Peacock, they were trying to reserve their name for advertising and marketing services, and the USPTO said, no, girls, we have 2 other Peacocks in that area. Don't come bum rushing my show, fly. Go, like, I don't bother you when you're outside. This is my area. Anyway, but yeah, so what do you think about that? Do you think there is room for another Peacock in the advertising and marketing space? Did the USPTO get it right or wrong? Hi, Stephen. But yeah, so I was when 76 Grimke sent this to me, I was very surprised because NBC, we know NBC as the peacock. How could you forget or how could you wait so long to to protect such a big piece of your intellectual property? But we'll have to see what they come up with. They have fudge around the name a little bit. Margaret said that the USPTO got it right. Okay, Margaret agrees with the USPTO. Anybody else? 76 Grimke said you snooze, you lose. Okay. Yeah, and that's usually the case. If you wait too long, you can lose your spot. We've had stories where people have been in business for years and they've had to change their business name because someone else had it trademarked. And we actually have another story of that coming up very soon. Okay. But before we move on, I want to reset a little bit, and we've had some people come in. Cheryl said the USPTO is right. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. This is NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business, or if you've been in business for a while and you need to get your paperwork together because you're trying to get a piece of that, PPP loan money, and you get your paperwork straight, come to me. Let me help get you in order. Go to linktr.ee and book your 15-minute consultation today. All right. And also make sure that you download the free biz launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. All right, going back to Peacock. Steven said Peacock is whack, and no, these regular TV networks don't need to have any more streaming services. I was just saying that, like, everybody's trying to get a piece of the streaming dollars, and it's like you're putting out these apps with that are glitchy and they don't have enough at least interesting content. Whatever, girl. Oh. Anyway, moving on to our next stories. Does anybody here still use Clubhouse? Does anybody watching still use the Clubhouse app? If you guys remember at like the height of quarantine, when we're all stuck in our houses, everybody was like dying for invitations to Clubhouse. People were selling invitations to Clubhouse. It was like Jessica Lynn still uses Clubhouse. Okay. I deleted the app because I had stopped using it after a while. I'm not a super app. I don't even like talking on the phone. And Clubhouse to me is just like one huge big group phone call, and that is like the worst thing for me. 76 Grimke said you never used it. I mean, it's cool for some things. It's a great marketing tool. It really allows you to interact with people directly with your voice. Like here, I can't hear your voices. If we were doing this on Clubhouse, you guys could ask your questions live and things like that. So it's great for things like that. But I also don't want to be holding my phone in my hand all the time. Anyway, but yeah, for those of you who may still use Clubhouse, who have used Clubhouse, if you've ever heard of Clubhouse, I don't know if you remember, but a while ago, a few months ago, I told you guys that Clubhouse was being sued by by a business called SBS Consulting Group because SBS Consulting Group already had an app called the Clubhouse that was basically a social network for sports business professionals, right? And they've been around for a while, but because they're in a specific area, not everybody was using this app. And then here comes Clubhouse, and Clubhouse just swoops and takes the name and starts using the name, I guess, without doing any research. Anyway, the Sports Clubhouse app, they sued Clubhouse for trademark infringement because they do have a registered trademark for the name Clubhouse. And Clubhouse has since settled with the Sports Clubhouse app. Now, keep in mind, Clubhouse is valued at about $4 billion. So why haven't you taken the steps to secure your business name yet? Steven said, I feel you, Nat. If Clubhouse had a text only option, I'd still mess with it, but I don't like talking on the phone enough for all that. Right. But yeah, so the two clubhouses have settled this trademark infringement suit, right? Yeah, 76 grand. I did not even realize Clubhouse was worth all that money. I don't know how they come with the valuation, but do your thing, right? But this is why it's important. Yes, I say this all the time. The barrier to entry for business these days, it's very low. As long as you have an internet connection and a way to get to people, you can have, an amazing business platform. But that ease of getting into the business sphere also opens you up and makes you responsible for making sure that there are no intellectual properties being violated. Okay. There is nothing new under the sun. People have, similar ideas all the time. And when it comes to intellectual property, most times it's whoever files first. So it is very important that as a business, as a person who is serious about your business and about your mark and about your reputation in these streets, that you secure your mark as soon as possible. Okay. But hold on. Steven asked, why is it worth all that money? I have no idea. I don't know how these valuations go. I really be thinking they be making this stuff up, but that's just me. All right. But yeah, so the two clubhouses have settled. They didn't tell us what they have settled for, but I'm sure some money is changing hands. So good luck to them. Okay. All right. Next story. My taco lovers, if you like tacos, give me a taco emoji. If you like tacos and something, and guacamole on, if you like tacos and salsa, and guacamole on the side, something. Thank you, 76 Grimke. I like tacos. Margaret likes tacos. 76, yes, I love tacos. I asked you guys what your favorite type of tacos was. I got steak tacos, fish tacos, shrimp tacos, black bean and kale tacos, steak tacos. What else? Yes, tacos, right? Everybody loves tacos. If you don't like tacos, something's wrong with you. So, but tacos, while they bring people together, they can also bring people apart, right? So there is a taco place in West Virginia. Has anybody been to does West Virginia exist? I feel like I hear about West Virginia, but I've never met a person who's from West Virginia. I've never met a person who's been to West Virginia. I don't think West Virginia is a real state. Okay. All right. Oh gosh. Somebody is texting me during I need to hold on. Let me turn off the sound on my computer so you guys don't hear this. Help. I think that's what. Okay. So you've been in West Virginia. What's out there? What is in West Virginia? I don't think it's a real state. Anyway, supposedly in this mythical state called West Virginia, there is a taco place that was going by the name Tacoholics. TACOHOLIX. Hello, Cupcake Bulldogs, Cliff. Yes. So, yeah. So Tacoholics with an X was operating in West Virginia, and they were known for they are known for their large variety of tacos. They're like, you can go there and get whatever kind of taco you want, right? Here's the problem. What the Tacoholics in West Virginia failed to realize was that there's already a Tacoholics operating in New Jersey. And this is Tacoholics, TACOHOLICS. Okay. So you got Tacoholics with an X in West Virginia and Tacoholics with a CS in New Jersey. Steven said, other than Charlestown races and slots, I'm at a loss. That's in West Virginia? Okay. All right. So Tacoholics with an X in West Virginia, they're going around, they're like, oh, okay, oh, shoot, there's another Tacoholics. We've got to change our name. So this is a story of a business turning an L into a W, right? So Tacoholics with an X, they realize we have to change our name. So how are we going to do this in a way where we can engage our customers and also let them know, so it's less of a burden? Because if you can get your fan base, your customer base, right, to get involved in it, you're not going to have to do all of this remarketing and branding, right? So the Tacoholics, they were very smart. They made it a contest. They told their patrons on their Facebook page, look, we've got to change our name because there's another Tacoholics out here in New Jersey. So we want you, our patrons, to choose the name for us. So they had a contest. The winner of the contest won like $100 gift card. And they ended up changing their name to Taqueria 304. But why I wanted to bring this to you was twofold. One, you need to do your research to make sure that your name isn't too similar to someone else's. Even though Tacoholics with an X and Tacoholics with a CS is spelled slightly different, they are both still in the same the same business. They're both doing restaurants, right? And it sounds exactly the same. So there is a high likelihood of confusion. And Tacoholics with an X, because they didn't do their research beforehand, they had to change their name. And second, I wanted to bring this up because what they did was ingenious. They involved their fan base. They involved their patrons, because rebranding your business, that costs a lot of money. You have to change signs, flyers, whatever merch you have, right? But in getting 76 Grimgate said that's a lot for a name. But in getting their patrons involved in the name change, they're not going to have to work so hard to make people realize, hey, the old Tacoholics, it's now Taqueria 304, because they had a whole, rollout of it that involved their fan base and also allowed them to help in choosing the name. So I just thought this was a really smart move by this restaurant in the fake state of West Virginia. Okay. All right. Okay. And we have one more story for, hold on. Steven said Tacoholics, Taqueria for the win. Absolutely. So we have one more story. It's very quick, and then we're going to end for the night. So the last a few weeks ago, I told you guys about the oat milk company Oatly. They lost an infringement lawsuit against Pure Oatly. Well, Oatly is out here again suing another company. Now, Oatly, they apparently have a line of plant-based coffee creamers and coffee products. And these products, they come under the name Barista Edition or Hey Barista, right? Now, there is another company. This company is called Skinny Foods, and they are coming out with a line of, coffee products that they are calling Skinny Barista. So Oatly is trying to sue Skinny Foods for trademark infringement and saying that, hey, we already have, Barista Edition and Hey Barista stuff. So Skinny Foods, you cannot come out with Skinny Barista. Now, Oatly lost the lawsuit against Pure Oatly, and a lot of people were accusing Oatly of trademark bullying because they are a bigger company, because they have a little more money. They can kind of throw their weight around legally. So I want to know from you guys, do you think in this case, is Oatly again being a bully? They have their Barista Edition line of plant-based coffee products, and you have this Skinny Foods company that's coming out with their own line of plant-based, coffee products called Skinny Barista. Do you think that there is a possibility of confusion, or is Oatly just being a big bully? What do you think? What do you guys think? I think that Oatly is doing a lot. I think they're trying to corner the market on plant-based drinks. And while I admire eagerness, there is a difference between eagerness and bullying. Oatly, yes, you've got some clout out in these plant-based streets, but you can't have everything, all right? And barista is not a word that is, it's a little common. While it may not be necessarily common among plant-based things, I don't think it's so unique that barista, you could have the plant-based barista. There's a lot of things that you could do, but that's just me. But what do you guys think? Do you think Oatly is just defending their name, or are they just being bullies? Steven said Oatly is hating. They don't want any competition. Does anybody else agree with Steven, or do you think that Oatly, they're just protecting the name? What do y'all think? Hello, Charlie Red 81. What do you guys think? All right. Any last comments? I think Oatly is just hating. I think they're being a trademark bully, but that is just me. Okay. All right. So send me in your last comments on that story. We are going to end here tonight. We're going to be back here tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I don't know if we're going to have a Wednesday show because I'm flying home Wednesday morning, and depending on how I feel by the time I settle Wednesday, I'll let you guys know if we'll have a show Wednesday night. But we're going to be here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Send me stories that you would like me to talk about. I love it when you send me stories. Let me know, what's going on, what's catching your eye. Make sure you're booking your one-on-one appointments with me. Make sure you have downloaded the free Biz Launch cheat sheet. All of that is available at linktr.ee/npl consulting firm. Okay. So this is where I'm going to leave you guys. Have a wonderful evening and take care of yourselves. Bye.